Hey guys, welcome to our first ever bonus episode. We are the Unaccompanied Millennials, and I'm Alanah.
I'm Morgan. In this bonus episode, we're going to be kind of explaining who we are, how we got here, and you guys will just be getting to know us a little bit better before you jump into our little series.
I've also included lots of hilarious questions.
Yes.
And I've geared a few towards Morgan so you guys can really understand who she is.
Because understanding who we are is definitely very important.
Okay, so Morgan and I have been wanting to create a podcast for about a year and a half now, and we finally have a lot of time on our hands because of everything going on. So we thought this would be the best time to begin our podcast journey with the amount of time we're spending alone in our homes.
So if I'm going to explain this podcast, it would be a thought-provoking and just hilarious conversation that Alanah and I always have. Our conversations are really great, and that's why we decided to start a podcast.
Thought might as well record it, and you guys can have the opportunity and the privilege to listen to us talk.
Exactly. So what to expect from this podcast? You need to expect a little...
You won't know what to expect.
No, it's going to be a crazy ride the whole way through, but you're going to get a little too much information.
I like to rant a lot.
Yes, Alanah is a ranter. I am unfiltered. I literally have no idea what's coming out of my mouth as I say it, so good luck with that. Prepare for loads of hilarious drunken stories and just conversations where Alanah tries to explain Canadian and US politics and trends to me.
It's quite funny. Morgan always has like the most shocked face. She's like, what? This is happening? No one told me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't
have like the news.
Alanah is the only way that I get my news. So you're going to be hearing about how both of us have been working to improve our mindsets and kind of just dealing with failures that we've encountered throughout our lives. You're going to be along for quite the ride with us. We're definitely a couple of independent women who are trying to be adults in this world. So we're doing the best we can.
That's true.
Okay, so just some background. Me and Alanah met when we both started to work at McDonald's in our small town of North Bay, Ontario in Canada. We both got jobs there in high school in May 2010. Yeah.
Yep. Crazy, eh?
That's so long ago. Help us. So we've known each other for about 10 years now, which is crazy. And we've been through quite the journey for sure.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. So we'll just take a turn each asking a question.
All right. So the first question I have is, what is the funniest moment in our friendship? If you can narrow it down.
Oh God. There's so many. Okay. So there's so many that I probably don't even remember because of us being at the bar and different things like that. But I'm going to have to say probably the best moment recently was Thanksgiving, when we went to the haunted house with your family. And I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long, long time because it was just everything everywhere. So I went over to Morgan's house for Thanksgiving dinner because they were so nice that her and her family invited me over. So we went there for a Thanksgiving dinner. We all had way too much to drink. And then we all had this great idea of going to this like scary outdoors haunted house, which literally was scary. So we're all drunk, which didn't help. So we get there, we're all out of our minds. We start to go through the maze. You're only allowed to go through like a few people at a time. And like, I guess when I'm drunk and scared, I get a little mean.
You get mean when you're drunk. You don't have to be scared.
So like, not like rude. Like, no. I'm not like, but like I get like sassy. So I know, like, people were coming at me with like pig masks on, and I'm looking at them and saying, "Oh, get away from me!" I just wasn't being very friendly.
The best one was when this like grudge-looking girl comes out, and you're like, "Your hair is horrible." She's verbally assaulting these people.
Anyways, we had a blast, and then the best part was obviously when your mom fell. When the chainsaw came at her and she was crawling through the sand, and then she unfortunately lost her wedding ring.
The diamond on her.
The diamond, and she called it a wedding wang, but her wang diamond. But I think that was probably the my favorite moment.
Yeah.
Like there's been lots more. Like one time Morgan and I were in a house that was kind of scary. I thought it was haunted, and we actually moved all the couches to block the entrances because we thought we were
that would have
die.
helped. That would have helped the spirits.
But like we're too much together. But
oh my
that's
gosh.
probably recently the best one.
Yes, sure. I agree for sure.
Your mom calling you the sand still like makes me laugh. and I do remember saying that hair comment now that you said that. I forgot about that one.
Oh, anything. You were like, your hair is horrible.
I think I said don't touch me to one of them too, like multiple times.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you're back.
And then,
because there was like 3 of them with masks on.
Then we shoved Tyler ahead that one time, and then when the chainsaw came out, we both like ran.
We left him, yeah. And he was like, thanks guys.
I
think we held hands almost. We
did.
We looked at each other, we're like, bye.
Yeah, we knew who was important in that time.
Yeah. So funny.
God.
Okay, so next question. What is the best compliment you've ever received?
Well, recently.
And also, sorry, don't mean to cut you off, but everyone needs to also know that she's a Leo, so there's going to be quite a few of them. But
well, recently, I told someone that I was starting a podcast, and he messaged back immediately in all caps, "Oh my God, that's perfect! You are You are meant to be a podcaster." Aww. I was like, "Thank you, that's so nice." Like, bless. Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Who or what is your nemesis?
Ooh. I'm actually not one of those people that's really fussy. Like, you know how some people hate when people smack or like chew with their mouth open or like this and that. Like, things like that don't really bother me. I'm not like, that does not bother me. I think mine would be hypocrites. I don't like when people say, oh, like, I hate this person, like, did this, they didn't call me back, blah, 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 like, I hate that, blah, blah, blah. And then they do the same thing like 2 days later. That's probably my biggest pet peeve. Yeah. Like, because most times when people are complaining about other people, they're doing the same thing to someone else. So I'm just like, I hate that.
Mine is people chewing, for sure.
Okay, there's a thing, I forget what that's called.
Yeah, it's like an actual disorder.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a difficult name to say, but it's people actually hate the sound. But like, it makes them like nauseous and like
it makes me frustrated,
like, irritated,
angry.
frustrated, angry. Yeah, because I grew up in a house, and my sisters, my stepdad, everyone was like that, but me and my mom weren't. Like, right, my mom and I were. We were like, what?
Yeah,
we're just too chill. We're like, how does that bother you?
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't even notice. Yeah. Okay. If you could buy one material thing, money not being an issue at all, what would it be? I already know mine.
Right now, like a house in the country with some acres. That's all I need.
Okay, so mine's actually a house too. Obviously, like probably like up on a hill or like somewhere with a nice view. I really like views. I would also really love a grand piano. I think would be like the one thing that I really, really want. But at the same time, the question is like if money wasn't an issue. So obviously, like I can buy a grand piano eventually, but like I hate my keyboard. It's like the one thing I've always wanted with like a real like.
Yeah, you need a house to put your piano in.
That's what I'm saying. It is a house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like right now, because I live in an apartment, I want a piano.
Right. Fair.
Yeah. And I have a car and everything already, so I don't need that stuff. But I have enough shoes for a village.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Okay. Would you rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence?
This is tough because like I feel like I'm like intelligent enough. Like I'm not obviously no Elon Musk, but like I'm intelligent enough where I'm comfortable with it. But if I was any less intelligent, I would be mad. But with looks, like I feel like I'm not like ugly, but I'm not like gorgeous. So I'm like, I don't want to take away any of them.
I feel that. I said looks or intelligence just because I'd like to be smarter, like be able to retain information.
I'd like to be smarter.
Well, like I don't retain information very well at all, so I want that. But like I also feel like I don't have much looks to give up. So.
Oh, Morgan. I feel like you retain information when you really enjoy it, because I'm that way too. Like I don't retain like things I absolutely hate. Like if I'm listening and I'm not really listening, then I'm not going to retain it. But some people just have this gift where they can retain every single thing that's ever said to them.
Yeah. The real question is do you get to choose what you give up? Do you get to choose what part of your looks that you give up?
I guess not. I guess you're just becoming an overall better looking person.
Yeah, interesting.
I know. Because the thing is like I can always like get more in shape or more this, but you can't really change your face unless you get like surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like I would trade intelligence for looks because I can always fix my face later, I guess.
Fair.
But you can't fix your brain. Like
Yes, that's right.
You can't make yourself smarter, really. Like I guess you could do some small things, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That one's a tough one.
It is tough.
It's a tough one. Okay. So if Morgan had a warning label, what would it say? Definitely don't add whiskey. Because she's like sassy. Like the sassy I was at that haunted house is Morgan on whiskey. Like she's like that too. So don't let her fool you.
No, or I start fighting people. Because
no, you don't start fighting people necessarily. Like you'll get annoyed with people for doing something stupid that you then want to fight them, but you're not like creating fights. You're fighting them because they did something technically like wrong. Like
one
people drinking on a bus and you're like throwing them off. Or I remember walking up to the party once at Residence and you were literally from the distance, all I see was people flying in the air and you were throwing people off each other.
Yeah, because they were fighting. I was breaking it up.
And you were hammered.
I was. No, the whiskey, like there's a few stories that describe what whiskey does to me. The first one is so we have this friend who is a lot bigger than me and he played football in high school and stuff like that. And I did jiu-jitsu for maybe a year and thought I was like a champ at it. So I kept on taunting him and trying to get him to roll with me, like jiu-jitsu roll. And he wouldn't, and we kept on just like throwing each other in the snowbanks, and it was not a good thing. And we got like really mad at each other. Another one is my friend was DJing a party at Residence at the university here, and I got the crowd to start chanting, "Fuck you, Kazooie, fuck you, Kazooie," which was his DJ name. And it was not a good thing. Like he was so incredibly angry with me. So
I wonder why.
And also I went to a country music festival. This was after my jiu-jitsu tournament. And I have no recollection of this, which is also why whiskey is bad for me because I black out horribly. Anyways, so I guess my drunken self decided that I wanted this man's cowboy hat, this full-grown man. And my friend left me for just a minute. He went into the porta potties. And when he came out, I had this full-grown man in a naked choke on the ground. He was waving his cowboy hat, saying, "Take it." My friend Mitch had to get me off of him, calm me down, and he went and returned the hat because Mitch is a nice guy. But yeah, so those are just 3 examples of why whiskey is not a good thing. I would argue hard liquor in general is not a good thing for me.
Yeah, anything dark. I just love how he was like, just take it. Just take it.
I want to know how I got this full-grown man on the ground. Like, is my jiu-jitsu takedown that good? Awesome. I'm proud of myself.
Or did you just like attack him out of nowhere and he was trying to be nice because you're a girl at first? And then he was like, this bitch is crazy by the end of it. He was just like, just take it. God,
he ran away. He ran away.
Oh, I bet.
I'm going to answer this one for you. I have 2 for you. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh,
so
no.
The first warning for Alanah is knows too much.
Oh.
Warning, knows too much. Or
know it all.
Cat lady in progress.
In progress? What makes me in progress? Because like I'm not crazy cat lady. I'm just like a cat lady.
You're not a crazy cat lady yet.
Oh, thanks. I only have 2.
Yeah,
we're best friends. Oh, shut up.
Is it my go?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What animal would be the most terrifying if it could speak?
A fish.
No hesitation.
I knew it right away. I was like, it's a fucking fish. It's a fish. Oh, I hate fish.
Me too.
Any type of underwater creature. Like
I have a spider or an octopus.
Oh, octopus too. I hate spiders too.
And they're just so small. And then imagine you could hear them talking, like, because you don't know where they are half the time, like in like out of sight, out of mind, right? But if they could talk,
Mm-hmm. I know. I can just picture it right now. Oh, a spider. And then the spider's like, oh, a fat, dumb bitch. Bitch just like staring at you.
Yes.
Just staring.
Like another can of
God.
Pringles, bitch.
Another can. Eat one more and I'm going in that can of Pringles. I'm gonna bite you.
Oh.
I can picture it. Ugh. Okay, so since you said you hate the fact that spiders could talk and it scares you, how much would someone have to pay you to eat a live spider?
How big is the spider?
It's not a small spider.
But like tarantula?
Like tarantula.
Nothing.
I know that's what I mean too. Like
Nothing.
$1 trillion.
I wouldn't even ever.
I know, me either.
Oh.
The thought of even a little one. If you said, hey Alanah, I'll give you $1 million to eat this little tiny like daddy long leg thing, I'd be like,
no,
I don't know, I'll have to consult some people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not too sure.
Like I couldn't even watch Fear Factor.
Okay, I love Fear Factor because I love Joe Rogan, but there was one episode where they were playing poker, but the poker chips were spiders. But there were these spiders that you've never seen before. They're flat and huge and black.
Yeah.
It was the biggest nightmare. Like,
oh my God.
I was like watching it and they had to take the chips, and every time, if they wanted it to be money that they keep, they had to eat it.
Oh,
and they're eating these things and the legs are sticking out of their mouths. They're so big. As they're eating it, the legs were like dangling.
Oh my God, help me.
It was too much. I'd rather watch the Frog in the Blender one over again like 10 times before to watch that one again.
No.
Oh God.
Help me.
Okay.
What is the weirdest thing that you find attractive?
Humor. If someone is butt ugly and they're hilarious, like I'll fall in love with them.
Nice. Okay.
Like I love humor. Like it's even if it's weird humor or anything, like if they can sit in a room and like the whole room is like in awe with them talking and they're just hilarious and they're just like the life of the party in that way, I'm just like, hi, marry me.
That's funny. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like
charm. I love charm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like attention. That's like people give me.
Oh, see, that's like I don't obviously everyone wants attention, but like if like I'm walking down the mall and like they're trying to grab my hand, I'm just like my face says bitch please the whole time I'm staring at them. I don't like that stuff. Like I'd rather you just make some jokes and laugh and chat with me. That means way more to me than holding my hand.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
That's just who I am though. Okay. What is you said hair?
I said like hair and voice. I don't know. Like generally just like bigger than me. Like as long as they're larger than me, I'm okay.
Oh, taller. Oh yeah, that's a must for me too. I hate to be that person. Like that's a lie. Maybe like I haven't been in a situation where I've dated someone who's like shorter than me.
How tall are you?
I'm 5. Okay, I'm either 5'6" or 5'7". I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're an average height. Because like for me, it's a little bit different. I'm 5'11", so.
What is the most embarrassing song you know every word to?
I would say The Devil Went Down to Georgia, but that's not embarrassing. I love that song. But I would say Old Frank by George Jones. It's a song like it's an old country song that me and my sister would listen to in my dad's old truck, and we know every single word to it.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, mine is probably Rah Rah Rasputin.
What the fuck is that?
Pardon?
What is that?
You never heard of Rah Rah Rasputin?
No.
Oh my, I'm not singing on here because it will have no viewers. Also, Killing Me Softly. I also love that song.
Okay.
It's just kind of embarrassing. And like, Baby Come Back.
Okay.
Like I like
classics.
All like just things like that. Like they're so catchy and like funny.
Ooh, the majority of Avril Lavigne songs I know every word to.
Oh, and Hilary Duff even. I can sing all Hilary Duff songs. It's quite embarrassing.
I watched
even the Hannah Montana songs.
Yeah, I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie when Disney Plus came out, and I knew every single word to every single song.
Okay.
I want to answer this one too. What's something weird that you recommend everybody try once?
For anyone who doesn't live in Canada, dill pickle dip.
Ooh.
Like chip dip. It's like the best thing ever. And like you might think if you live here, like, oh well, yeah, obviously, but like no other country has that. Yes. And it's like the best thing ever. They think pickles are weird. So
really? What the?
Yeah, definitely dill pickled it.
I wasn't thinking food, but I have 3 things to add now.
Oh,
First, camping alone. It's so like empowering, especially as a woman. Like if you enjoy camping, that is, anyways, try camping alone. It was such a great experience for me, and it's really gives you
what
like,
about cottaging alone?
you could do that. Yeah, as like any kind of
Okay, because I don't
time
camp.
alone. Like a lot of people are scared to be alone with themselves. So, camping
Oh
alone,
God, no,
road
that's not
tripping
me.
alone. As long as you can do these things safely,
Mm-hmm.
like as long as you feel safe, for sure, like definitely give that a
Mm-hmm.
try. But for food, and if you're road tripping across Canada, make sure you head through Thunder Bay and give the Persians a try. It's like a cinnamon bun without the glaze on it, and then they take this strawberry cream cheese icing and put it on top of it. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Literally would kill for it. So good. Persians
My
from
aunt and
Thunder
uncle
Bay.
always bring those back from their bowling tournament things they do.
Yes, they're so good.
Mm-hmm. So, what is one thing you wished you could unsee?
In grade 10 or 11, me and my friend Jessica were watching volleyball, and this kid jumped up and landed weird, and his leg snapped, like his shin snapped in half, and we just seen it, like it just was
Oh,
hanging there. There was no bone or blood or anything, but that was so fucked. Like there was people in the stands crying, like the coach came sliding in and like and the guy's just sitting there on his butt on the court, like looking at his legs, screaming. He's like, what the fuck? It was so insane.
oh my God. Okay, no, what's actually insane? The fact that the person that you're just saying, Jessica, who you saw this with, is the one that for mine.
Really?
Jess? I'm like 99% sure. Like, I try to block this out, but she was there at McDonald's when the girl got beat up when we were there and the blood was
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, she
She got like
almost.
smashed her head on the counter. We had to watch them. And by the way, everyone, they were in Halloween costumes. It was Halloween. So we're watching like the Mad Hatter get beat up by this guy who looks like a gangster, like in his costumes. She's like getting like her head cracked on the counter.
Oh
There's
my
blood everywhere.
God.
Everyone's fighting and screaming. That was something that I definitely want to like unsee. But also the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if anyone had to watch that as a child. Like that was real, and I've never like had so many nightmares in my life when I was little. Now I could probably watch it maybe, but like it's the tape at the end where it's like the real footage for like 3 seconds and you like just see his like scrambled egg looking face on the
Oh my
camera.
God, that's fucked.
And you just know it's other people's faces that are just like sewed on and you're like,
Oh my
what?
God.
Anyways.
The movie that I wish I could unsee is, I think it's called Eden Lake. It was like a B horror movie. And this
Oh, okay.
couple goes to the lake, and the bunch of these kids that are all fucked up on crack, like take the couple hostage. And there's this one scene where they have the man tied up against a log with barbed wire around his wrists. And then
Oh.
they take, I can't even say it. They take an X-Acto knife and like shove it around in his mouth and like cut up all his tongue. Oh my God, it's horrible. It
Oh.
fucked me up. I watched this, like I couldn't sleep that whole night. It was so fucking horrible.
Oh no. You just reminded me of Hostel when they cut,
Oh,
sorry everyone, when they cut the back of the ankles and
oh,
then they're trying to walk. And I've never wanted to unsee something like that again. Or
oh,
there's this horror movie called House of Wax
no.
where they like cut the finger when she's trying to like poke through to open the like the thing up the drain pipe or something up in the ceiling because she was under like a road or something. And like the guy just cuts her
I hate, I
finger.
hate, I hate horror movies. Like I will not watch
I know.
any ever.
I'll watch them like with someone else
No,
during the
never.
day or even at nighttime if they really want to. But like I'm not sitting here watching stuff like that on my own. But I do love to watch like the YouTube videos of like 10 craziest things that happened. Like last night I watched 10 horror story wedding stories or something. Wedding stories where like people's weddings literally ended up being like a horror scene of like mass shootings or like murder or just like poisonings and like all this stuff. And I was like, what?
That's
I was like, I
funny.
never even thought of that.
It's so weird because I could watch murder documentaries all day, every day, doesn't matter, but I can't watch anything paranormal, or
Mm-hmm.
like Saw is not my cup of tea either.
No,
Like
it's the
that.
games he plays and like the bike.
Yeah,
Why are
yeah.
you on a little bike, dude? Like,
Like, simmer down.
It makes you think, like, did he steal that from a little kid he murdered? Like, where did that bike come from?
Oh, creepy.
Like, that's what I'm thinking of. Where is that little bike from? Okay, and then we have like one last question. I think this really shows who someone is, my personal opinion.
Okay, shoot.
If you had $3 to spend at a dollar store, what would you buy? You have $3.
Easy.
Like that includes tax and everything.
$1 pens and $1 sticky notes because I love them.
Okay. Would you like take notes on them or like?
Oh, I use sticky notes for everything. Like little notes that I leave. Like I have a sticky note on my computer that says check your posture.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to work on my posture.
That's funny. I would probably buy, like, I guess it depends on like the day. I'd probably just buy snacks or like, because I pretty much have everything else. Or like if it was a day where I needed like the normal things I go to the dollar store for, I'd end up buying just like bobby pins or like hair elastics or if I break a wine glass, I'll buy like a stemless wine glass from there because I don't have fancy wine glasses anymore because my cats broke all of them because they like to play a game where they knocked everything off the counter in front of me. It's fine. This is why I can't have nice things. Morgan bought me plastic stuff, I think, okay? I think he bought me a bunch of plastic stuff.
It took me 3 times to learn.
Realize that you shouldn't buy me anything that's glass. So what would you buy? Let us know down below what you would buy for $3 at the dollar store, if that's all you had.
Or if you have any answers for any of the other questions, leave them below and we'll take a look.
Thank you so much for listening to our first bonus episode, This Is Us. If you made it this far and like what you heard, click the Listen Now button below for our first episode, Is This Life Now?
This episode will be tackling the hilarious concepts of Netflix original The Tiger King as well as Love is Blind. We really dive deep into these 2 series. We also discuss social distancing and quarantine and how we're really dealing with them. Make sure that you hit that 5-star button, leave a review,
and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Tune in every Wednesday for a new episode of Unaccompanied Millennials. Bye.
Cheers.